Hello guys, in today's video we'll be talking about async await in Rust. So async await helps us write asynchronous code where we don't have to deal with the OS threads directly. Let's try to understand with a very simple and a dummy example that how can we use async await in Rust. So let's say we have a long running task download where we pass a URL and it returns some content. And then let's mimic the behavior. We'll say downloading and just pass some URL, and here we'll say print downloaded, and then here we will return some dummy string. Here we'll say dummy content. Okay, and as soon as we get our content, we'll say let content is equals to download, and here we will pass our dummy URL. So let's say string from and https example.com. okay, and then here we'll just say content is, and let's print our content. So if I do cargo run, as you can see, we first print downloading and then downloaded, and content is dummy content. But as you guys know, in real world this download method takes a lot of time because it makes a network call, gets the content, and which can take some time. So we don't want to wait for it. Now one way is to use a thread and run it on a separate thread, but let's see how can we achieve with async. So first of all, we have to go and wrap our function with async. Now as soon as we wrap with async, as you can see, the return type changes from string to future of a string. Now if you have worked in JavaScript, you must know a concept of promise. It's the same concept, but here your future does not work automatically. You have to explicitly execute it, but while promises in JavaScript work automatically. So what you have to do, let's say for now not print, and here we can just use this. Okay, and if we call this, as you can see, it just print content is, whereas we are calling the method. But let's say if I remove async and now I do cargo run, now you can see it prints all the line, it executes this method synchronously as well. But when I write async, it won't execute it because our function is now returning a future of a string, so we have to execute that future explicitly. Now to execute the future, we have to add a await here, which will execute our future and return the result. But the problem is you can only add await in a async method. So let's make our main async. Now if we make our main async, and let's say content and content and content, so basically we are getting our content properly, we await for it to execute the future, and then here we are downloading this piece of code. But the problem here is that you get the content and you print the content, but your main is async. Now someone has to execute main as well, because now main is also a future, like it's returning a future of unit because it's empty. So let's go to our cargo toml file, or directly you can do is cargo add Tokyo. So Tokyo is a framework which is used in Rust for asynchronous programming. So we'll say Tokyo and let's add quite. Now it adds Tokyo. We can go to our cargo toml file and confirm yes, there is Tokyo added with the latest dependency. And now let's quickly go back, and what we can do here is the suggestion that the code is giving us, add Tokyo main. Once we add this, it automatically retrieves and builds, and then we are good to go. Now as you can see, we have the error gone, and now if I do cargo run, now if you see downloading, and it prints downloaded, and then we get the dummy content. So guys, this is how we can use async and await in Rust. Basically await can only be used in the async method. Okay, and as we know, when we wrap a function with async, it no longer returns your type only, it just wraps that with a future. So we can say it looks something like this. So you can say future of output is equals to string. whatever our type is here, if we return boolean, then boolean. If we return nothing, then it will be something like this, a unit. Okay, so I hope you guys understand the concept of future, and we'll be talking more in next videos. Currently it looks like synchronous, as you can see, but in future videos we'll be discussing more, where we'll be executing tasks concurrently and trying to use it more. But this was just a brief introduction of how you can use async await in Rust. I hope you guys understand, and please press a thumbs up if you do. I'll catch you guys in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, thanks for watching.